What we do as humans, if we look around, like I can smell something and I can tell if it's a burger or a pasta, or I can look at the light and say if it's red or green. So our brain is taking a signal that a sensor usually takes and makes an inference based on it and determines what it is. Historically, we've been trying to reproduce this on all sorts of devices, including IoT, and that's what we call heuristical intelligence, heuristical programming. We were seeing the data come in, we were knowing what problem we want to solve, and we were building rules around it, and then we're expecting the system to kind of tell us what's going on based on those rules. But the new approach, this AI at the edge, is when you don't want to set the rules manually, but rather you would give to the program an algorithm all the data that you have, all the classes or problems that you want to solve, and you let the algorithm figure it out on its own. So why is this heuristical approach lacking, and why are we starting to see more and more limitations now of people who are working with these approaches? That the real world is fuzzy, right? Like we can say, okay, I can figure out these two edge cases that I've seen on my production line, and I will set the rules for them. But what if something that I didn't know about happens? How do I know and detect this thing that I will have to fail again and now learn about it? Like, we cannot account for everything. Heuristics are labor intensive. Again, to collect and model all the situations that we want to anticipate, it requires a lot of domain knowledge and time to do this. And then the insights are being left on the table, right? IoT data. We say we want to detect when a temperature crosses this threshold. But in the same data that I'm collecting, potentially there's so many more different problems that I can extract and solve with exactly the same inputs, but we don't know how to approach it because it's a bit more complex than a threshold, right?